species, they're at the top of the food chain, so they're an indicator species. And if we have cheetahs in a region, we know that that ecosystem is still healthy. But they have, as I mentioned, very low density, so they need huge areas of habitats to conserve their populations. So it's quite good, because by conserving cheetahs, we have to look at conservation land use planning on a really huge scale, over large areas. We have to look between protected areas and think about how to create corridors of wildlife movement between those protected areas. We have to look at a range of different land uses, especially farming areas, in order to conserve these animals. So, we have to think about conservation in all these different land uses with lots of different types of people and work a lot with government. So there's a lot of trickle down from doing cheetah conservation to all the other species and the cultures as well. Cheetahs are one of the fastest animals on Earth. They're not very strong, and they sacrifice strength for speed in their evolution. So they don't compete very well with stronger predators such as lions and spotted hyenas, which are found in high densities in protected areas. So cheetahs really need more than protected areas. We find that about 90% of cheetahs today are found outside protected areas on marginal lands, where they're becoming into increasing conflict with human populations. And they're also a wonderful flagship species for the Kalahari, because they're a beautiful animal. They're charismatic, endangered species. They're the most threatened large cat in Africa today, and they're the fastest land animal on Earth. So they really can inspire hearts and mind, and they have the potential to be this incredible national icon for the country. They're one of the world's most specialized cats. They broke off the cat evolutionary tree a long time before many of the other cats. And interestingly enough, the fossil record demonstrates that they were actually originated in North America, on the Great Plains of the Midwest. And that's one of the reasons why the pronghorn antelope is so fast, because once upon a time, it was chased by cheetahs. And they moved up over the land bridge, through into Europe, and through Asia, down into Asia, and finally into Africa. And then, of course, the Great Ice Age happened, and the ice sheets moved down, and most of those different species of cheetah died out at that time, and we were left with the African cheetah that we have today. And they have incredible adaptations to go up to 70 miles an hour, like enlarged nasal passages, an enlarged heart, a very light skeleton, a very flexible backbone. But this also makes them not very strong, as I mentioned, which then makes them under threat to stronger predators. So they really